what you've learned during your learning journey. What are the lessons that you gain for yourself and want to share with others? To help others save time, have a better result and better experience. Let's welcome our 10 speakers today. They will share their experience on many aspects in life, and we believe that it would help you a lot in your journey. The first speaker is, she wants to share about what do you think about the idiom, many mistakes make a miracle. We all want to learn something fast, but how to do that? If you want to be fast, you have to go slow. Isn't correct? Is it? Nila will explain why is that from her experience. Welcome Nila on air. Mic.
What do you think about the idiom, many a leader makes a miracle? When I was young, I didn't think about it much. I learned everything superficially, so I was afraid whenever I took the exam. And even worse, I was waiting until nearing the exam to study. I always admired good students, but I didn't know I could be like them if I practiced every day. I discovered that secret when I joined the English Mastery program with the motto of learning day by day, no day off, even weekday or weekends. I followed that way every day. Amazing. After a few months, I realized my English is improved. I also applied that method when I learned 600 driving theory sentences. Every day I learned 20 sentences and I finished after 1 month. It's a so good way because I remember everything I learned for a long time. Even finishing the exam, I remember still now. That's something I've never been able to do it before. That makes me believe now I could learn everything I like in that way. I think that also is the way to do everything successfully. Let's do a little every day and you'll be amazed at the results. Thank you for listening.
Thank you Nila for sharing. And we often think a lot and action, not taking action. Miss Jen talk about how she changed herself, become a doer, not only a thinker. Welcome Jen on air.
Last week, I talked about agricultural worker safety. I divided the class in two groups of students and assigned exercises to them. Their mission is choosing a farm in Dallas City, visit the farm, observe, and take note all things that might cause an accident. Group A asked me to submit the answer on Wednesday afternoon. Group B asked if I can finish the class earlier about 15 minutes, and I agreed with both groups. After discussing about 15 minutes in class, Group B go to the farm and quickly submitted their decision. I was waiting for Group A until last Wednesday, but unfortunately, they still not have their final decision. They couldn't decide which farm they will visit. Do you see this situation? Is it familiar to you? Group B has less time, but they finish their job. Group A has more time than Group B, but they can't finish it. I remember myself after we got married. My husband has always done all the work assigned to him. I often think about that, but I won't do it until the deadline. And I have a lot of things to do before deadline, but my husband is on his free time. This situation happens again and again. One day, I wonder, why don't I do the same with him? I will not be tired with the deadline and deadline. And I write down the to-do list every day. I'm trying to follow the list. It was so difficult for me at first. However, day by day, I feel better and more comfortable with my plan. What is the difference between the two groups, between my husband and me? Is the action, not only thinking. If we act, we will finish it. When a problem occurs, we will find a way to solve it. If we just think, we often measure the difficulty. There are too many difficulties, and we give up. I don't have a habit of getting up early. If I keep thinking about how to get up early, I would have missed the English mastery class. But I regret it, and still now I've been following the class for 6 months. So when we do something, think little, do more. Just focus on what you are doing, and you'll get good results. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen, and I wish you keep going, keep moving with the course in the take action. Better learn from your friend than your teacher. How to learn English well? Which method is the most effective? Learn from teacher, from friends, or self-study. Study method is very good. But we better to learn from our friend than teacher. Welcome, Queener, on air.
Yes. Last week, I was so nervous when Miss Hằng said that all of the students in the class have to say something about the experience that you have learned in the pre-training period. Honestly, I felt so nervous at that time because I didn't know how to express my thoughts, how to arrange the words in the proper order, and how to apply them to correct grammar. So I didn't type my title in the checkbox. You know, during this English course, I was so impressed with my classmates, especially Mr. Donald and Mrs. Nicole. They speak English with beautiful voice and lovely pronunciation. I wonder, how can they do that? How, and how? One day, I think I can do like that. So I have to listen to all their videos many times to learn how to pronounce correctly and how to speak English slowly and fluently. After my hard working, I can finally keep up with them. Now I can control my speaking speed and improve my pronunciation. One day, my coach, Miss Thu, said that I can understand what you said. Yes, that made me very happy. My English has improved due to my teacher and my friends, but my motivation to learn English well is from friends. I want to be good at English like them. Yes, the message I want to share with you today, better learn from the friends than the teachers. Thank you for listening.
Nice, so beautiful. And now we welcome Hiến on stage to share her experience on learning English as well. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be here today. I want to share with you two lessons I learned on my English language journey. I joined an online English mastery course named English Mastery last October. This course was suitable for all levels of the learner because we all began with the basic knowledge. I started my journey learning English with Miss Hằng has been 7 months now. In addition to improving my English skills, I have learned a lot about life lessons through the sharing of Miss Hằng, and I see myself changing for the better. The first lesson I learned is focus on your work now and don't worry about your future. Before, I spent a lot of time on useless things after coming home from work and feel myself really boring. I felt pressured by thoughts such as, what will I do? Who will I become? And how is my life going to be? I was tired about those thoughts. But until now, I know how to self-study, self-check for good knowledge to learn. I started reading blogs about sharing more practical experience, learning English and exercising every day. I realized I always have enough time for what I really want. The second lesson I learned is want to go fast, I must go slowly. I used to do things slowly and not neatly. I just want to do things quickly. So studying with Miss Hằng, I also learned how to look, not to focus on difficulty, to see everything become normal. You must practice every day. And this fact that has made my life and thinking easier and more comfortable, not only in learning English, but also in work. From bottom of my heart, I'm really grateful to Miss Hằng and her team for support. Finally, I believe that its experience in my life always give me the best thing. You can do it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Hiến. And now we move on to how to make a new thing by Donna.
I'm sure that so far you have had ideas to create new things, but you haven't done it. Do you want to know how to do it? If yes, I'll show you. A few years ago, I read the book Lên núi học tiếng Anh, Go to the Mountain to Study English by Miss Hằng. In that book, she said that if you want to improve your English, you have to teach it. After finishing that book, I wanted to teach English, but I didn't know how to start it. Teaching was a difficult thing for me because I was not a teacher. I thought that to teach English, my English level must be good enough, but I didn't know what enough was, so I waited for years. but I still didn't study. One day, my customer told me that she wanted to find an English tutor for her son. And I thought that was a chance for me to teach English. So I convinced her to let me to teach her son, and she applied. I started to teach English like that. I was really worried because my English at that time was so bad. I didn't know grammar rules. I even couldn't do a very easy exercise. I didn't have lessons to teach, and especially I didn't know how to teach. In the beginning, I had to work hard trying to study grammar rules, doing exercise, learning how to teach, etc. After a few days of teaching, I asked my student what he liked and what he didn't like about my teaching method. Then I made changes. Little by little, I improved my teaching method and also improved my English level. I started with something ugly and incomplete, right? But I started. Now I can teach, and also my English is better. And it's the same for you to start something you like. I know a lot of people, they have many interesting ideas, but they are afraid to do it. They think about the plan and worry too much. They refuse to take action until their product or service is perfect. They wait for years. Sometimes they wait forever and never start. Never start to do those ideas. Never start their own business. So I want to tell you that if you have ideas to create new things, new products, new services, the best method is to do it immediately. Make a demo versions of your ideas. It won't be perfect, but it gives you something to start with. Then you gradually improve your demo. That's how you will create great things or build your successful business or career. That's the thing I want to share with you. Thank you for listening.
Beautiful, Donna. Thank you so much. And now we'll welcome Nhung on No Pain and No Gain.
Are you ready to buy a house? When should you buy a house? I never had an idea like that before when I was young. I didn't think about buying a house or an apartment because I thought that I couldn't afford it. I thought an apartment is too expensive and is a liability. I can rent a house, and if I don't like it, I can move to another. I still remember my first renting room. It had a small window, just about 2 square meters. Every day, I looked at the window. One day, I thought, oh, my sky is only 2 square meters. It's hopeless. It had to change. So I moved to a bigger house. But after moving around and around from many renting houses, I realized that if I continue to pay for the renting, even 10 years more, it's still not my house. The house still belongs to the owner. So I decided to buy my own apartment. I had to pay it in 8 payment periods per 2 months. And after the first down payment, It was really stressful for me. I thought about money every day and night, even in my dreams. It was the nightmare. Sometimes I woke up at midnight and I couldn't sleep again because I'm afraid if I don't have enough money to pay for the next, I will lose all the money I put there. So I had to find more jobs, worked at night. I have no time for myself, no time for sleeping, no exercise, no friends, no party, nothing. Only work and work and work to earn the payment for the house. That time was terrible. I don't know how I can pass it, but it's over. In the end, 2 years later, I finished 95% of payment and I got the keys of my own apartment. The result is so sweet. Until now, I still think my decision is correct. You should buy your own house as soon as possible. Even how difficult it is, all the pressures you get will become your motivation to reach your goal. I got many experiences about buying an apartment, and I believe if you can buy the first, the second will come. Your strength is unlimited. You will not know what you can do if you don't try. Don't give up when it gets tough. Push yourself even harder because no pain, no gain. Thank you.
It's beautiful, and I wish you have a second and a third home soon.
Thank you.
And Jolie now, she will join with us and sharing her sport habit. Welcome, Jolie. Please turn on the microphone.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. What are you doing when you want to add new friends? I have a secret I want to share with you. When I am 18, my first kiss from badminton club. When I was married, my husband from badminton club. Oh, very well. Shh. They are two different people. Together play game. We are very, very nice. We are easy, talk, connect, or find a partner with sports. Now, Vietnamese holding SEA Games 31. You want a new friends. Maybe you want to find your partner. Let's go. You going stadium near you. Please choose one game. Playing game have us very much. Playing game make us healthy, smart, and very friendly. I hope you find a sport soon. Remember you talking with me about story of you? when you play game. I will cheer you up. Thank you for listening.
Beautiful, so nice of you. And now we are welcome Jay on stage sharing about her life happier since she decided to stop being sad.
When I graduated from college, I felt sad because I didn't want to be a teacher. I realized that I was always sad during 16 years, sick with math. So I decided to cut math out of my life. Since then, I only do things that make me happy, and my life is happy since I decided to stop being sad. I will tell you a few little stories to affirm that when you decide to stop being sad, the life is very happy. When I was newly married, I didn't have enough money to buy a house. I feel sad, but then I decided to stop being sad. We bought a piece of land and we rented a house to live in. We've changed 6 houses in 3 years. So I have a lot of experience moving house. And then whatever comes will come. We bought our first home with the money from the sale of the land and extra savings. I realize that when your mind is at ease, you will see opportunities in the life. And you can afford to accept it. My husband says, I live in a way that it lost life. And I think, just live. If you have problems, solve it. By the way, what do you think is best? Then the other day, when I prepared for a second talk, Miss Hằng didn't agree with my graphs, as I did in a wrong way, which is totally different from the method. I feel sad when I ask myself, why am I sad? So I decided to stop being sad and write this talk. This that I've learned is the good things are around us. We just accept the situation and make it better. Life could be easier. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay, for sharing very positive thought in the morning. And now we welcome Sarah, the final talk today on everything from welcome, Sarah.
After graduating, I went back my hometown and I took gap year. I joined the Chinese herbal medicine course. My first impression about my classmates, they were so uncouth. Many people haven't graduated from high school. I didn't like them. Even I was so arrogant that I thought they were so lowbrow. My knowledge was surely much more than theirs because I was a student graduating from university. I isolated myself from them and I felt so lonely. But gradually, I just found that although they didn't have diploma, they had the wide knowledge of herbal remedies and healthcare. Moreover, they were so warm-hearted that they have cured poor patients for free. From then, I just found that I was wrong. I opened my heart so I can learn so many herbal remedies from them. Gradually, I became more and more friendly with the other in the class. Since then, I started experiencing that, firstly, shouldn't judge people by their appearances. Secondly, stay humble to learn everything from everyone. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Shara, for sharing. And thank you for joining with us today. And we hope to see you in the next presentation about student. Have a good day.